Hi guys and welcome. Oh, is this straight? Okay, 1 second. Let me just move this way. There we go. Oh no. Okay, you know what, fuck it, let's just stick with it. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I've been feeling really inspired to do a career reading because people have been requesting me on private message to do a career reading, and lately I've been getting in touch with someone really special to me who's kind of like feeling lost and wanting to find what career suits them, and they don't really know where to start. So I was thinking, you know what, let me make a career reading. Most of my readings are usually love related, and sometimes I forget that, you know, bread is important. So if you've been stuck wondering what you want to do as a career, what talents you possess that will lead you to success, then feel free to watch this video. So to pick pile 1, we have this white stone. I have no idea what the name is. I used to be really into stones, but now I don't know the name. So I'm just going to call it white stone, right? To pick pile 2, we have this, I think this clear quartz. I'm not quite sure. Clear quartz stone, right? To pick pile 3, we have this black and white stone. Okay, I don't know what it's called. I think it's, what is this? I'm just gonna call it the marble stone, right? Sorry, I'm not that spiritual when it comes to kind of things like that. For pile 4, we have this very clear stone. So I'm just gonna call it a clear stone. I don't know what's happened to me. I used to know the names. To pick pile 5, we have emerald. Okay. To pick pile 6, we have garnet. Okay, the garnet stone. So really meditate and let's go. Okay, so those of you who picked pile 1, you picked this white stone that I still don't know the name of. So what was screaming to me, besides my son in the background, of course, was I heard the word influencer. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm clairaudient, so I receive a lot of psychic messages through sound. I used to receive it through visions and whatnot, but now the older I get, it's more so my sounds. And I'm hearing influencer, but I'm also hearing breaking away from tradition, right? I feel as though for this pile, some of you guys, if not all, grew up in a certain way or following a certain religion or practice or just a certain set way of life. And there's something you want to do really badly, but it's like you're scared of like breaking away from what you already know or what you've always been used to, you know, like that tradition or that just way of life, maybe the society you've been in. But I'm hearing influencer, like you guys are meant to be influences of some sort. Okay, I feel as though you're gonna go through a whole change, and even if you feel like, oh no, me, like I like how I am, I don't see myself changing, you know, you never know what life takes you, pile 1, because even I myself, I never thought I'd be doing tarot readings, to be honest. I never believed in that shit. I just thought, oh, it's not real, it's bogus, I'm not interested in, I would never be interested in that. And now look, you know? So that just goes to show that even if you may feel like you don't have a liking to something, you could grow a liking. For some of you, I hope my son's not being too loud. 1 second. Okay, that's a bit more quiet. So basically what I was getting was influencer, but I feel as though this pile needs to break away from tradition. You know, there's something, or a status quo, you know, wherever you are in society, or, you know, there's something you do or you want to do that may be considered taboo to others, or may be considered like out of the ordinary, or that seems out of your reach. But I feel as though you're being encouraged to go towards it, because I am hearing influencer. You're meant to do something that other people are kind of afraid to do first. So you're going to be like a trendsetter. This can be ranging from fashion, beauty vlogs, or things like that, to actual advice, like giving people, you know, motivation through online. I'm getting like a big focus on influencer, so social media. But I feel as though some of you have a lot of doubt in your mind. Like you may be feeling, oh, I don't think I can make it work. You know, I really doubt I can make it work, because we have the 2 of Pentacles and under it we have if you believe. So it's kind of like there's so many things you want to do, or the certain thing you want to do, but you doubt that it will take off. You doubt that you could be successful in it because it just seems so unrealistic to others, and you know, you sound crazy when you mention it, you know. But my advice would be to just, you know, hustle in silence. You don't always have to tell people your plans. Just do something and do it well, do it consistently, and you will see results, you know. You don't always have to let people know what your plans are. But with this inspiration, I feel as though you will be an inspiration to those around you. You know, I feel as though like you guys are going to be like very, very influential on others. You're going to make big impacts on people. This pile was not born in this world to just pay bills and die. You know, you're really going to speak volumes to people. And I'm also getting an element for a small portion of you that you guys are meant to do something very spiritual. So talk about, you know, spiritual aspects of life, like enlightening people. Because with the messages from your soul, renewed energy, I'm getting this more of like, it reminds me of myself when I hear like clairaudience, you know, like I feel as though you guys do possess that power, that skill. And in fact, it's very common. It's not as rare as you think. I think clairvoyance is a lot more rare, but with clairaudience, this is something that a lot of people do have. It's more common than clairvoyance, and I feel as though you guys need to pay attention to your intuition. You know, you may pass it out as, oh, maybe it's just another thought in my mind, or, oh, I don't know why my mind just shifted on this thing. I don't know what triggered it. But it's actually, you know, messages from your soul. It's actually messages from your spirit guides trying to communicate to you, but you may just kind of dismiss it, you know? But for this part, I was channeling in the song, She's So Gone. So it's just like, she's so gone, you won't find her around, she's so gone. Like, that's a song about a girl who, because I'm hearing the lyrics, broke away, learn to fly, if you want her back, gotta let it shine, 'cause it looks like the joke's on you. 'Cause the girl that you thought you knew, she's so gone. Like, I feel as though you guys are going to go through a major transformation. And the old you is going to completely, like, not be there, basically. Because I'm hearing, like, you won't find her around, she's so gone. Like, you guys are going to change big time. With the Six of Cups, this is like the old you. This is like the past you, you know? And then because it's on top of the Tower card, I'm getting a huge vibe of like breaking away from tradition, like broke away, learn to fly, if you want her back, gotta let her shine, you know? Like this you're gonna be empowering others to love themselves, to be who they are. Even if you're thinking that's not really my thing, you may accidentally end up being that, like doing that as a career, if you know what I mean. Like some people who are influencers now, right? It was not their intention to become influencers. It's not like if you ask them, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they're like, hey, I just want to be an influencer. It kind of sort of happens by accident when you're giving good advice. And lots of people are listening and taking on board, because this pile is going to have a lot of people who look up to you and respect you. So then a lot of people are going to turn to you for advice. And when you give them advice, they're going to actually value it, and it's going to be very concrete advice. And then this is going to somehow spiral into a sort of like social media kind of thing, whereby you influence a lot of people. You might end up making videos or blogs or whatever about how to achieve this or how to be happy. Like I'm getting like a really good vibe of like influencer. But if you're not really like into like giving advice, I'm getting like it could be ranging from fashion or just empowering others to love themselves. But I feel as though you're going to be making new friends as well. I feel as though on your path to the talent and career that you possess, you're going to actually make new friends. You're not going to be friends with the people that you are now. Only authentic people you'll surround yourself with, okay? Because I'm getting like, you're going to go through a big change, not just internally, but even on the external. I feel as though you're going to have a glow up, because we do have love your body. And it's weird because I actually do connect a lot to all of these piles in some way or another. And with the love your body, this is all about self-love. This is all about confidence. This is all about setting the boundary. I feel as though you guys are very powerful manifestors, but you may have an element of guilt, because we do have literally the card that I made, of course, guilty. So I feel as though you guys feel guilty because it's like you're breaking away from everything you already knew, the traditions, the values that were once normal to you. Because with the start anew, this is like a whole new perspective. I'm not getting like, oh, you're gonna have to start your life all over again. I'm getting more of a sense of you're going to have to like, everything you already knew or believed in or once put your heart into, you're gonna make a major shift and change that. And with the butterfly, this is all about transformations. So I do feel like you guys are gonna break away from tradition. You're gonna have a whole new path, okay? But I feel as though it's gonna start within. You're going to be able to set boundaries. You're gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna honor my intuition and make decisions off of my intuition. And I feel as though not many people are going to understand that, if I'm going to be very honest. Like, you can't really take everybody with you on your spiritual journey, but I do feel like this part, you're going to make a big difference to the world. Like, it's not going to be a matter of, oh, you know, you're just another human being and you die, you know? I feel as though you're going to be connecting with your soul family, because we have soulmate. And I feel like this goes for both platonic and romantic. You're going to have like somebody who's going to be in the aid of your assistance of becoming your true self, you know? I feel like this pile is going to be very rich as well, because we do have Venus energy. I'm getting like I'm hearing the song Prima Donna Girl. Yeah, all I ever wanted was a world I cannot help but need it all. Like, you're gonna really get everything you ever wanted, you know? You say that it's kind of difficult and it's always someone else's fault. Like, I'm getting like this, like, I'm not getting like a stuck up vibe. Like, I'm not getting that you guys are going to let this get to your head. I'm just getting that like you guys are going to get everything you wanted because you saw the bigger vision before anybody else, okay? We literally have all paths lead home. So you're going to be doing something like everything that you once valued as your core religion, your core values, your core everything. You're going to abandon all of this and you're going to take on a new path. And that's why you may end up feeling a little guilty. You may be a devout Christian or a devout Muslim or a devout something. You may feel like, what? I could never abandon this. This is all I know. But then there's going to be a huge shift with the Tower card that kind of triggers your transformation and changes your perspectives in life. And that's what life does. Sometimes we gain a different perspective based upon, you know, experiences, and it's not to suggest that everything you once believed in is wrong. It's just there are bigger parts to the world than just that one lens, which it could be through culture, religion, or, you know, your society or whatever, you know. But I do feel like you're going to be very visionary and you're going to be an inspiration to others, right? And I do feel like you will make it. So I'm just getting manifestation. All I'm hearing is influencer. So pile one, you're going to be an influencer, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean in social media. You could be an influencer through being a teacher. You could be an influencer by being a motivational speaker. You could be an influencer through being a bodybuilder kind of work. What's that person that helps you motivate when you're working out? Gym instructor, whatever it is. I feel as though you're going to take an authoritative role whereby you help empower people, you know? And you're going to find people who are also on your pathway, so your vibe attracts your tribe, okay? But I feel as though this pile is really well intentioned. Like, you guys you're not going to get big-headed by the spotlight. You're going to remain humble, because with this white stone, I'm just thinking purity, you know? So honestly, I feel like this is my influencer pile. And that's not to suggest that you're going to be famous, because I'm not getting here any fame qualities. I'm not hearing like, oh, this person's going to be famous or everyone's going to love them. I'm just feeling that you're going to be an influence to people. This could be in your local community. This could be in, you know, just in your societal area or whatever. Like, you know, I'm trying to sound sophisticated here, but regardless, it doesn't have to be something that's like worldwide. You know, I'm not saying this is, oh, you're going to be famous, but this is influencer pile. But I do feel like you guys are going to be really helping people go through their shadow work and just really see themselves for what they are, and just, you know, encourage that, you know. So I'm going to also get something from this box, you know, some charms to give me more info. Okay, I'm not going to look, I'm just going to take a pile. Okay, I'm getting a candle. All right, So you guys are going to be making wishes and you're going to help manifest them come true. I feel like you're going to motivate people to follow their dreams. I don't know why, but I'm getting like you guys are going to motivate people, you know? Let me pick something else. Prima donna girl. Yeah. Okay. So we have the glitter. So I'm getting like this is more like you're going to help people shine, because you see how it's covered up? It's like you have, whoops. It's like you have all this talent, all this shine, all this glory inside of you, and it just needs to be let out. So some of you may be remaining very humble, like you shine within, and I feel as though you're going to have people who are attracted to your energy, right? But I definitely just hear big influencer, okay? You're going to live a life of luxury, okay? We also have a geographer. So what I'm getting here is you guys are going to be traveling then, okay? I think I'm going to stop picking up, but that's what I'm going to pick. But I'm hearing like traveling, because when I look at geographer, this is all about like the globe. I feel as though you guys could be influencers in terms of like this could even go through human aid, humanitarian, going from different places to different places to talk about the issues going on in the world. But regardless, like this is green and it makes you think of the heart chakra and just overall nature. So some of you may be influencing others to help the world and stand up and may start movements, okay? But the only reason why I think of social media is because, you know, we're living in 2020, right? But you guys are meant to travel, and I feel as though your voices are going to be so loud, they're going to reach other people in different countries. So I do get a social media vibe, but I'm not seeing you be like, oh my God, you're super, super famous. It's just something social media related, right? There's something influential, you know? But that's what I'm getting, you know? Let me know if, you know, that's something you're looking towards. You can always pick another pile if you don't want this, you know, it's still your life, there's still free will. But I'm going to move on to pile number 2. Okay, high pile number 2, we have the clear quartz stone. I was hearing the song, I was channeling a song, Battlefield, I'm not sure why, by Jordan Sparks. So I was hearing, why does love always feel like a battlefield, a battlefield, a battlefield? Why does love always feel like a battlefield? Like I was hearing, there was a specific lyric like, I never meant to start a war, and I never wanna hurt you, don't even know what we're fighting for. Like that's what I was hearing. I don't know why. You tell me what that means, guys. I have no idea what I'm channeling in that song, but it wasn't what I was thinking that this pile would resonate with, so I don't know why, but you let me know if that even resonates. But what I'm getting here is you guys have the ability to communicate. You may not feel like you do, but you do. Like your words have magic. So I feel as though this is like a side message, nothing to do with career. But I feel like this pile has struggled a lot when it comes to love, like their love life. Like maybe you've been hurt a lot by people, or like this doesn't have to be romantic, but even platonically, you've been shitted on basically. People have just not been nice to you, and you've just never understood why, because you're very kind, caring, pure souls, and you give your all, you give your heart when you care about people, but for some reason, like it's just you've always been like not appreciated, or it's not been reciprocal, and it just leaves you feeling drained at times, and you just don't know why, and it's just you're just so apologetic for things you don't even need to feel apologetic about. I feel like this is like a really nice pile, like a very empathetic pile. Like I feel like my heart like feeling warm, so I feel as though you guys are really like soft, pure, kind-hearted people. You know, sometimes people may even look at you as doormats because you're just so kind, and people just think, why the hell are you so nice and kind to people who don't always deserve your kindness, quite frankly. But I'm not sure why I'm getting this vibe, but that's just what I'm getting. Like there's nothing literally in this reading that's making me feel like that. Like there's no cards that point directly to that feeling, but for some strange feeling I just get it, you know. But some of you could have like a lot of water in your chart, even though there are no water cards here, but I just get that intuitively, right? I feel as though you guys, I'm getting like a big monk energy as well. Like some of you guys could be loners, like not loners as in like, oh my God, you're such a weirdo, you're such a creep, you're a loner. But I just mean as in, you know, you're not as social. You could be introverts. Like you kind of spend time on your own. You don't really go out, you kind of tend to be in your own little shell, and you're just really modest people. I feel as though this pile's going to have a lot of achievements, but you're not really going to be loud about them. You're just going to kind of keep them to yourself. I do see this pile being very successful, but it's like you're very humble about it, you know, like extremely humble. A lot of people have respect for you because of your humility. But I'm getting like a nurturing vibe. So for some of you, the career that's meant for you involves children. Okay, involves nurturing children. This could be teachers. Okay, I know I'm a teacher, but I'm getting more so a vibe that's like nurturing towards children in other ways. So you could be like, you could literally, I know this sounds stupid, but like your career could literally be being a mother. Like some of you have really wanted children, and like you kind of give up on the idea of having children because you haven't found your person yet, you know. But I feel as though maybe this is just a side message, but some of you would just make amazing mothers. I don't know why I'm getting that, but you guys would make an amazing mother, right? But anyway, that's besides the point. Or father, you know, regardless of your gender. Like if you're a man, you make an amazing father. If you're a woman, you make an amazing mother, okay? But what I'm getting here is I'm getting like a really clairvoyant pile. Like some of you will possess, not will possess, but some of you already possess a psychic gift. So I'm getting clairvoyance because of this dream card, especially. Like, you know, I will send you answers as you sleep. Pay attention to your dreams. So some of you are very, like, you could have a lot of water in your chart. Like you're very spiritual, but you don't know you're spiritual. Like you're very intuitive. And the problem is you let doubts cloud your intuition. That's what I'm getting. I feel as though this is like a spiritual pile. Very empathic, and you guys may be thinking, what the fuck? No, I'm not. What the hell is this woman on about? Like, I'm not even like that. I just watch card readings because I'm just nosy as shit. But I strongly feel like this is a very spiritual, very empathic pile. Like this pile is so pure, so wholesome. I don't know why I feel like crying. I feel like crying. Like I'm really absorbing your energy. Like you guys are very sensitive people. You guys probably get caught sensitive all the time. Like you guys could be water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but like with Earth in their chart. But I do feel like this pile is so caring and so sweet. Oh my God. Like we have the I'm sorry card, but this is literally what I felt like saying to you guys. Sorry, I'm trying to pick it up with my ratchet nails. Like when I look at this card, it made me feel like apologizing to you guys. Like I feel as though I haven't even hurt you guys, but it feels like a lot of people have not been nice to you. Like your whole life, people have just been so disrespectful towards you, rude, mean, selfish, manipulative. Like you've always attracted really horrible people, and you just wonder, why the hell are people such cunts, you know? Sorry, I wonder what my son is doing. Okay. Just checking that he wasn't doing anything bad. But yeah, you guys are like literally like pure soul, so wholesome. Like I feel like crying. I feel upset because it's like I feel your energy. I feel like you guys have been so kind and so loving and so caring. And you're just too pure for this world, you know. Like there are not enough people like you. I feel like you guys are really rare, and you've just encountered really shitty narcissistic people. And yet, even through all the pain you put yourselves through, you still managed to have a cure, like, I was about to say a pure heart, a pure and caring heart, a pure heart. You guys still managed to have a pure and caring heart. And you still have this loving energy for people. But it's like you don't even know it. I feel like you don't even realize it to the depth. That's what I believe. I feel as though you don't even realize how intuitive you are and how spiritual you are and how clairvoyant you are. Your psychic ability is clairvoyance. You get it through your dreams. Whenever you're having a dream about someone, like it's usually a message. Like I know we have 3 types of dreams. We have a dream that we just think about in the day because it's psychological. We just, you know, something came in our mind and it's something we had been doing consciously in the day. And then we have a dream that's about our psychic ability, like through, you know, prophecies, you know? And then you have the 3rd type of dream that's like a nightmare, okay? But I feel like with this pile, most of your dreams, if not all, have a meaning. They have a purpose, and they're always like a prediction. And they do tell you a lot about things. Like, even if you feel like, oh, that dream was weird, that dream was whack, it always has a deeper meaning. But you guys just don't know those meanings. You're just trying to unpick those meanings, but they always have an importance. And like this pile, like if somebody fucking lies to you and you get a dream and you find out all the tea in your dream, take it as verbatim, because you guys have very clear dreams. Like, this is even like a really clear stone. Okay, this is a very clear stone, crystal clear. You like, do not be fooled. Okay, you guys know your shit, but the problem is you let things like insecurities and doubts, you know, push aside your doubts, use your intuition. You guys don't trust yourselves. Sorry, my son is so loud, it's like, oh. But you guys just don't trust yourselves. Like, you feel as though like, oh, you know, my intuition is telling me this, but I don't want to jump to conclusions. Maybe it's not that. And you guys need to get away from that doubt feeling. I know it's normal to have that feeling when you live in a society that's not spiritual. You live in a society where everything's about earth, 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 3D, 3D, 3D. What you see is what it is, and that's it, you know? But I do feel like this pile just needs to honor their intuition a lot more. I feel like you guys are meant to do something spiritual related, and it could be through nurturing others. It could be through being a therapist. It could be through being, you know, just like psychic mediums, you know. But I do feel like it's more geared towards helping others. Okay, it's something, I feel as though you guys are going to do two jobs, right? One of them is something child related, and the other one is very spiritual related, like therapist kind of thing. I feel as though like you could be a child psychologist or psychiatrist, but whatever it is, like something that's nurturing and something that helps the world. Because you guys have really massive hearts. You guys have been patient. That's why I was getting a monk energy, okay? That's why I was hearing, oh, that's why I was hearing like, why does love always feel like a battlefield? Like, it feels like the more you love others and the more caring and kind you are, it's like the more people shit on you. Oh my God, my son. 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, as I was saying, like I feel as though like you guys have, like the more you love, the more people would take advantage of you. But I do feel like you're going to come to a place where you will find the balance in being kind and caring and nurturing and giving people your energy and knowing when to draw back. So instead of continuously being shitted on and maybe being like a doormat of some sort, you're going to pull back your energy whenever you sense somebody is toxic, and whenever you sense that somebody's energy is going to destroy yours, right? Because I feel as though you're going to gain a different perspective. I'm trying to pick this up, okay? So I feel as though you're going to be doing something that's worldly, so something more to do with something on a macro level. So you're going to be helping masses of amount of people. So I do see this, you guys could be nurses, you guys could be midwives, you guys could be like just anything that requires nurturing, giving to others. But I do feel like you guys could also be, you know, using these psychic abilities you possess to heal others, or to, you know, be like a messenger, a teacher to children. Because when I look at the messenger card, I literally just think of like communication, you know, something communication related. So you could be a teacher, you could be somebody who talks about spirituality, you could be a psychic medium, you know, because we have YouTube now, so you can work from home and just talk about, you know, really important things. But what I feel is that like you have something to relay to the world. That's what I'm getting. Like you have something to relate to the world, but it requires nurturing, healing the world. And the world is in pain right now. The world needs a lot of healing. But I feel as though you guys need to come out of your shell. Some of you are very shy and introverted and just, you like to keep to yourself. That's why I'm getting monk energy. But I feel as though you guys just have a good heart, you know, with this heart chakra, you guys have a really good heart. And, you know, not everybody has your heart. You just remember that. It doesn't matter how kind and caring you are, not everybody has your heart. So really be careful about who you give your energy to. But I do feel like you guys will come to terms with establishing that boundary. With the no card, I'm feeling you guys will get to a point where you need to say no, where you're like, you know what, enough is enough. You will know how to like put your foot down when it comes to people who want to play you, or people who are just being very mean towards you and just very toxic people. Like you will set boundaries, even if it means setting boundaries with friends and family. Anyone can get cut if they are ruining your mental health and your spiritual health, emotional health, you know. So I feel as though you're going to be learning how to put your foot down, and that's why people are going to respect you a lot, because they're going to see how humble and kind and successful you are, but it's, at the same time, you know when to stop giving, you know. And this part reminds me of that quote where it's just like you're like a girl who overwaters the plant because you never know when to stop giving, you know. But I feel as though you guys will come to a point where you will know when to stop giving. And yeah, I feel as though you'll come into that power, you know. Solar plexus, this is all about confidence. This is all about the color yellow, you know. Yeah, solar plexus chakra. So I do feel as though you guys would be able to establish those boundaries. But my biggest advice to pile 2 is to push away your doubts. Some of you kind of second guess yourself. It's like your intuition is telling you one thing, but you're like, oh, maybe it's not that. Maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe I'm just, you know, obsessing over it. But I feel as though you need to honor your intuition. But you guys will learn how to distinguish between the both, because I will admit it can be hard at times. Because even me as a reader, I look at other readers, and I'm not looking at other readers to learn how to read a tarot, because I never learned how to read tarot. I just woke up one day and just thought, hey, let me just do tarot, and that was it, you know. And the psychic messages came in, but it wasn't like I look at other people's readings because I sometimes doubt my own intuition myself. So I'm with you on that, but I've learned how to distinguish the difference between my intuition and my, you know, insecurities and doubts and ego. Now I don't have that issue. Now I'm really firm on, you know, distinguishing the difference. And sometimes I look at other people's readings for a confirmation. But I do feel like with you guys, you really do get mixed up between your intuition and your doubts. Like sometimes you have dreams about people saying shit, and you're like, is this true? Or maybe it was just a dream. Or you get dreams about people texting you, dreams about people telling you specific information, and you're like, oh, maybe it was just a dream. You remembered that dream. You had that dream for a fucking reason. That is a message. And that's how we have messenger. And I feel like you're going to come to a place where you will deliver and distribute everything you know in terms of like importance and about this world, and many people will respect you for it. Okay, but I'm just getting like an overall monk nurturing vibe. I'm getting that you guys are going to be rich, but like not famous. Like you guys are not going to be well known. You're going to be respected by, you know, the people around you, and you know, you're going to help people and nurture people. But I don't see you guys being famous because you guys don't want to be famous. Like I feel as though this pile just wants to keep to themselves and just, you know, pull back your energy, because you guys are really humble people. You're not looking for praise. You don't seek validation in everyone. You're just a very kind and caring person, and that's about it, you know. You guys are very, very patient. But I do feel like this transformation that you guys will encounter will be, you know, through solitude. Okay, so I do feel like you're going to be alone when you go through this change. You will go through spiritual changes, the dark night of the soul, you know, or just any spiritual awakening. But I do feel like you're going to be changing a lot, and this will require patience because people don't change overnight. But I feel as though you have this really like kind and sincere energy. Other people, I feel like other people need to apologize to you, but for some reason you feel the need to always apologize to others. Oh my god, my son is so loud. I'm gonna try and ignore it. But yeah, I do see you being successful. I feel like somebody's watching you. Somebody feels like they see you for who you are. They see how beautiful your heart is, and they're gonna come into this world, and they're gonna come towards you and make you feel loved and make you feel appreciated, because I feel as though not enough people give you that recognition because you're not searching for it, you don't seek it. But I feel like someone's gonna apologize, or somebody's gonna come towards you and let you know that everything you do is not unnoticed, you know. But I do feel like with this pile, your career, your talent that will lead you to your success is mostly around nurturing others, as well as, you know, embarking on your clairvoyant gift, you know. So you're acting as a messenger or anything related to nurturing others. So childminders, child carers, teachers, you know, midwives, therapists, you know, child psychologists, or just psychologists overall, just anyone that offers empathy, sympathy, energetically or literally. But I do feel like whatever you do, you're gonna have enough money to be stable. You're gonna be successful, and successful is really, as a broad term. There's no one way of being successful. However you want to be successful, you're going to be successful in that way. I've seen this more of like keeping to yourself, you know, like you have something that's all of your needs. I'm hearing minimalist. You're someone who doesn't like the flashy lifestyle. You're not all about that over the top shit. You just want something simple, but it's good for you. Something that's just meant for you, okay? And it's just, you're not asking for too much, but I feel like the universe is going to bless you and overcompensate for all the pain you've gone through, which is really wholesome, okay? I'm gonna choose something from this box. I'm not gonna look, so just trust me on it. I'm not looking, but yeah. I'm hearing this song, oh my gosh, she looks good. So we have a pen, okay? We have a pen. Okay, don't know what that's meant to mean, but I guess I will take that out. So I got a pen. So this is like a little mini whiteboard pen. So I feel as though this is reminding me of like school, children. So you guys could be educators, influencers, but most importantly, like just for children, because it's a really tiny pen. And I got this pen from like the children's store. So I do feel like this is like really young, educational kind of thing. You're going to be really like helping the youth. I've also got a candle, which I got in the first pile. So you guys are going to be helping people achieve something, maybe their dreams, maybe their goals. But this is also a birthday candle, so birth. So it's making me think of childcare or, you know, midwife, you know, so like looking after children. Again, another candle, okay? And it's like white to represent purity, you know, and then blue to represent, you know, communication. That's why I'm getting like the messenger card. It's all about communication. We also have the brush. So yeah, again, another miniature childlike brush. So some of you may be painting your own canvas, or maybe, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Rediscovering who you are, and you're going to be able to like take people on the journey with you. So it's kind of like, oh, you know, I've gone through this transformation. I used to be like this. I used to be taken advantage of. I used to be like that, and I can now help you overcome that too. So it's like you're breaking any generational curses, or you're trying to like, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like I'm just literally just rambling and waffling any shit, but I feel as though like the messages I'm trying to relay are coming through me. So that's why I'm not really understanding like what I'm saying. I'm kind of just relaying it. But I'm getting like canvas kind of vibes, like as in like you're repainting your canvas. But this could literally be creativity. Some of you just really have a passion for drawing, and that could be like a form of therapy for your clients, okay? Yeah, I feel as though you guys do have thick skin, because I'm hearing like, yeah, you guys do have thick skin because you've been so kind and caring to the world. It's like no one ever appreciates it. Because when I look at the Elastic Band, I hear of that song by Sia. I've got thick skin and an elastic heart. Don't know the lyrics. You won't see me fall apart. And I got an elastic heart. Like, I feel as though you guys have like a heart of gold. Like, this is your heart. It stretches. It doesn't break. Because you guys are really kind and caring, majestic, loving. Like, no one can break you down. No one can put you through shit. And it's not going to make you any more, like, or any less kinder and pure. Like, you're still going to have this heart of gold, no matter what you go through, you know? I'm getting Cancer vibes. But we also have this, which is like the fishnet kind of tights. So I do feel like with some of you, it's like, I'm not really sure how to interpret this, to be honest. I'm not sure what this is suggesting. But I guess this is like reiterating the fact that, like, you know, nothing gets past you, you know, like, you always know how you're going to be able to like sieve out the good from the bad, you know. You can just tell who has a genuine heart, who doesn't. But that's a random message. I'm to be honest, I'm not really seeing how this has anything to do with your career per se, but this reminds me of uniform that children wear. I don't know why I'm getting a nurturing children vibe, but that's just what's coming through. I'm also, yeah, exactly, we have K through 12, which is the Melanie Martinez album. K through 12 is based on a movie on YouTube, and that's school. You know, like they use school as more like a symbolism to mean the world and everything, but everything's based upon education, so you guys could make good teachers and just good nurturers overall. But with the earring, I feel as though you guys are going to be like that listening person, that friend that's always there for people. You know, when I look at the earring, I don't think of it as like a literal, you know, the literal earring. I'm looking at it as more like more as something that's like listening, you know, because we have messenger and I'm thinking communication, but you guys are going to be somebody who's always there to like listen to people's problems. So that's why I'm getting monk, therapist vibes, you know, nurturing others. But either way, some of you will work in a job where like you have to work for another person and you're okay with it, but the other part of you will have a self-owned sort of job whereby like you're the boss, you know. But either way, I feel as though like this is like nurturing a listening ear, sorry. But yeah, that's all what's coming through. I hope that made sense, because halfway through I was just thinking like, does this even make sense? Like, am I even articulating this properly? Because I'm literally just saying whatever's coming to my mind through messages. But you know, like, spirit, make it make sense. But let me know if that resonates. If it doesn't, you can always pick another pile, and take care. Bye. Okay, so pile number 3, you guys chose the black and white stone. I think this is marble, but I'm not so sure. I'm getting big yin and yang energy, so they're parts to you. You guys could be Geminis or Libras, because I'm thinking like 2 different sides, you know, like the good and the bad. I mean, we all have good and bad, but I feel like you guys like have like a certain side and another side, and everybody's like, oh, I don't know which side I'm gonna get. You guys are really well-rounded people, I get, for this pile. I feel as though you guys are really like, ooh, did I say Gemini? The Magician. Ooh, child. I do feel like you guys are going to be great manifestors. But you know, when I was putting out these cards, I was channeling in the song Lose You to Love Me by Selena Gomez. And then I just started to feel really sad. You know, I was thinking, we always go into it blindly. I needed to lose you to find me. This dancing was killing me softly. I needed to hate you to love me. Like you guys have been through so much, and it could even be through relationships. You've had so much hardships. It reminds me of pile 2, but pile 2 was more to do with like, they just encounter really cunt-like people, like really dickish people, you know. But with this pile, it's like you've been through struggles. Oh my god, you know what it feels like to really like be low in life. You know what it feels like to not have much, like, but from your perspective, that is all you know. Like, you don't see it as like, oh, you know, it's not a big deal. I don't have any battle wounds. It's not like I should always be grateful for what I have. Like, it's not that deep. But I feel as though this pile has struggled so much in life, like so much, to the point where like I feel it in my heart. Like, I feel the pain. You know, I'm also channeling in the song I Have Questions for You by Camila Cabello. Like, I don't really like Camila Cabello, to be honest, but I acknowledge that she's a very talented young woman. I mean, young woman, we're the same age. But basically, she's really talented, but I just don't like her personality. You know, like, after the racial drama, I kind of zoned out. But I will admit, she's very talented, and that's what's coming through. Like, that song, I Have Questions, like, the fact that she wrote that, like, it's so detailed, and I feel like it reminds me of this pile. Like, I'm hearing my blood, my sweat, my heart, and my tears. Why would you care? Why would you there? Like, something like that. Like, something about pain I'm hearing in the song. Who do you think you are? You got some nerve for trying to tear my faith apart. I have questions. Like, this pile was forced to get over, like, you never got the closure or the explanation for why people were just horrible and shitty towards you. And it's almost like this pile has gone through so many hardships, not just in love, but in finances, in family home, in just everything. Like you know what it feels like to be from rock bottom. I am so sorry. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. Like, I'm so sorry. That is so like, I don't know why I'm channeling in this energy so strongly. Like, I feel like this pile really knows what it feels like to struggle, like, in life. Wow. I don't know if you guys are going through anything, but if you are, I just want to let you know that, like, we have a card here saying that the situation will improve and meditation brings answers. And you guys, some of you guys like to take alone time just to regenerate and come up with ideas and focus on you and just pull back your energy from people, because you guys are empathic. I feel like you guys are star seeds, because we literally have here the card empathic star seeds. I'm getting so emotional. I feel like this pile struggled, and I feel so sorry. Like, if you guys are still going through any pain and struggles in your life, whether it be in love, finances, home, family, health, I'm there for you. You know, I'm always open. You can always DM me if you're going through any pain. You know, it really helps to vent to someone, because I feel like a strong, piercing, sharp pain. Like, you guys have been through so much, and nobody understands the level of depth that you guys have been through. Like, you guys have really struggled. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You guys have struggled a lot. Like, I feel as though this pile, you're going to be so successful and well recognized for the things you do, because you have a heart of gold and you have that hustle vibe, you know? You are a hustler, and you use your resources, you know? You're not one of those people like, oh, I had a sad life and then, oh my God, from rags to riches. Like, you guys are hard workers. Like, no matter what the universe has put in your way, you've overcome it. You're like, okay, well, I'm just going to get back up and I'm going to use this resource. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use my surroundings. Like, you don't even give yourself an excuse. And you guys are sometimes really hard on yourselves. You guys have high standards, regardless of what you go through. You're like, you know what? I'm going to get this and I'm going to get it. I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to make it. Like, you guys have been through so much. That's why I was getting so emotional, because I can tap into you guys' energy, and I can feel like you guys I feel the pain. I feel it. That's why it's making me cry. Like, I know what it feels like. I can relate, you know, but it's very painful. And it's because you guys are so empathic. Like, you've taken on very narcissistic, toxic situations and people. It's felt so suffocating and it's brought a lot of anxiety, but you've overcome every obstacle. And if you haven't, you're going to. Okay? We have empathic starseed. Okay, energetic serenity, absorbing what's not yours. You pick up on, oh my God, I feel like this pile's for me, because I'm literally picking up on you guys' energy. And you guys have this same talent, this same ability to pick up on other people's emotions. Your talent is being an empath. You guys are starseeds. And if you don't know what starseeds are, I'm about to educate you, okay? It's like, it's beings that have reincarnated into this earthly time, you know, like you're not from this place, okay? Earth is not your home. It's your temporary home, okay? Be like a traveler, right? And your soul has chosen to reincarnate in this time with human beings to help, you know, to help better the world in some way or another, right? But where you actually reside from is not on this place of earth. That's why you sometimes may find yourself feeling like you don't fit in the world. You may have been growing up and you felt like different to everybody else. You felt like you don't belong. You felt like, why is everybody like this but I'm like that, you know? Like, you guys just know there's something different and unique about you, but you just couldn't put your finger on it. And it's like, because you guys are not from this earth, like, this is not who you are. I don't want to say all of everyone who chose pile 3, but like a small portion of you, this will resonate, where you know you're not from this earth. Like, this is not your place. This is just where you've been reincarnated to help others. But I do feel like you guys are empathic. You guys are really psychic, super psychic. And like, you pick, and that's what makes it even harder. Like, even when you're in relationships, it's like you pick up on your person's energy, but even after you break up with them and you move on to new people, it's like you still have the lingering energies of those people you've dealt with. And it's so frustrating. But I feel as though you guys are well-rounded people. You're not supposed to do just one thing. I'm getting a range of creativity, but also psychic abilities, okay? You guys are really strong people. Very strong people. Very strong people. I'm hearing suicide because I'm hearing the song Before You Go. Was there something that I don't know the words, but basically that song is about somebody, you know, committing suicide. But it could be applied to even ending of relationships as well. I feel as though like you guys have been so depressed at some point in your life where you actually considered killing yourself. That's why it's so painful to hear that, like, but you guys have overcome that. And I do feel like we have here, don't sweat the small stuff. Like you look at every single trial and tribulation as something minor. You're like, you know what? It is what it is. I'll get over it. And it's like people don't see these sides to you. That's probably why this stone is like, you know, it has like a white side, it has a dark side, but it also has like a brown side. Like there's brown, there's black, there's white. Like there are many layers to you and many sides to you. And it's like no matter what you do, like you always have like a different, you know, like a different persona for each way you handle it. For some of you, you could literally have, I don't want to diagnose anyone, but for some of you, you could have DID. So dissociative identity disorder, whereby you've gone through traumatic experiences. So as a coping mechanism, you take on different personalities and different personas to cope with certain situations, right? But I do feel like, you know, like with you, it's like you just are well-rounded. You have many layers, you know, because the magician is somebody who can manifest not only like money, you know, not only that pentacle, but also love, also finance, also, you know, spiritual health, mental health, good body, beauty, etc. Like you can manifest anything you want, and that's your secret power. Okay, your talent and your secret power is manifestation and being an empath. Okay, you can get whatever you want. You may be using a lot of like spiritual subliminals or work or whatever, but you know how to manifest shit, you know. And it's like you're so low key about it. Like you're just someone who's like you're just doing your thing, and you're kind of like, you know, I believe it's going to work. Like you've been very strong, you're very brave, you're very outgoing. You guys could be Leos as well, because when I look at the number 8, I think of a Leo for some reason, and with the be courageous, it makes me think of a lion. I don't know why, even though this is a horse. But it's like you guys move at your own pace. Like you guys maybe have started something that requires consistency and patience and time, but it's like you've been investing in yourself for a long time, and you know it's going to get somewhere in life, and that's your secret power. Like you have a positive mentality, you know, and believe and trust in the universe that you're gonna get it. It's just a matter of divine timing. So you put time into it anyway, you remain consistent, and the universe will reward you for that. Okay, I'm not getting one thing, I'm getting multiple things. You guys know what it feels like to struggle, you know what it feels like to be broke, you know what it feels like to be left out in the cold, you know what it feels like to be homeless. I mean, I can highly relate to that. I've been homeless myself. And you guys know how it feels like to be left out in the cold like that. And it's just like, you still get up thinking, no biggie. I'm gonna still chase my dreams, my goals, my aspirations. Like you are an inspiration to people. But with the abundance, you're gonna have a lot of it, okay? You're gonna have a lot of riches. So don't even worry. I do feel as though in love, you have come to the understanding that you are an empath, because you do still pick up on people you've dealt with even many years ago. You still pick up on their energy, because we have the Knight of Cups and the empathic starseed. It's like in matters of love and romance, you know how to pick up on people's energy, and your intuition is so sharp that you don't even sense bullshit anymore. Whenever somebody comes to you with really impure intentions, you know how to cut that shit out. You're like, fuck you, I ain't falling for that. I know my worth, and I know when to let go. You know, like you basically, your relationships and love have been your biggest teachers, you know. But I do feel like you have a lot of love for yourself. Through these situations, you've grown to love yourself, and you've acquired a high level of wisdom. A lot of people do look up to you and respect you, but I do feel like some people are very jealous of you. I must let you know that. That's an intuitive message coming towards me. A lot of people are jealous of you. A lot of people want to be with you or be you. They either want to be you or be with you. But you do have a lot of jealous eyes, so just beware. But I'm getting that you guys are going to get everything you've ever wanted. Like, I'm not one of those readers that will tell you bullshit. Like, oh, I'm just telling you what you want to hear. Like, I'm just being motherfucking real here. You know, we have like wishes. Like, you're going to get everything you ever wanted. And that's the song that I was literally hearing in my mind right now. I'm hearing like, everything I wanted. Like, the song itself is not about getting everything you want. The song is actually quite depressing when you really analyze the lyrics, but it's just that one line that made me think, like, you guys are going to get everything you've ever wanted in life. And you guys are just very like unproblematic people. You like to keep to yourself. The minute you sense somebody being toxic, or the minute you sense that, you know, someone's not worth your time, or something's going to be dangerous to your mental health, you cut it off right away, and you just like to spend time on your own. You have a good balance. You know when to see friends, but you also know when to enjoy your space. Okay, but I feel as though as long as you get organized, okay, sometimes you may have a tendency to, like, you know, want this, start a project and then abandon it, which is a really quality of a starseed, a Vega starseed. But like, you need to stay on task. Okay, that's my biggest advice. Stay on task. But you guys have been so strong and persistent in everything you do, and I do feel like you're going to be rewarded. So in terms of your gifts, I'm getting sorry, not clairvoyance. I'm getting empathic. So you're very psychic. You could pick up on people's energies. But I'm also getting the fact that you guys are really powerful manifestors and really positive thinkers. You could be a Sagittarius, because Sagittarius people are really positive. But the jobs that you're supposed to do is like a well-rounded thing. You are not meant to just do one job. You are just too talented. I'm sorry, you know, it's a blessing and a curse, right? Like, you're supposed to do many jobs. So you're supposed to do something involving creativity. So that could literally be anything from ranging from art to drawing, music, dance, you name it, anything creative, you know, any content you can think of. But you're also supposed to do something that is resounding around just like literally helping people, like therapist, psychology, you know, just anything, like literally anything you want. So if you're feeling lost and you're like, okay, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm getting more so of a vibe of somebody who, I'm hearing the song Survivor. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna give up, I'm a survivor, keep on surviving. Like, I feel as though you guys are supposed to be these people who, like, what is the word? Oh, damn it. I'm trying to think. Like service. I'm hearing service. So it's like you need to offer like your service to others and you get something in return, but I'm not sure like how to word it. But all I know is you're supposed to do different things. Like, I'm not just saying different things as in, oh, because I'm reading for thousands of people, thousands of different jobs are coming into my mind. Like, no, you guys as individuals are supposed to do well-rounded things. You're not supposed to just do one thing. You're supposed to do earthly things. You're supposed to do very much like loving, intuitive things. You're also meant to do creative things. I'm getting Pisces energy. So you guys are supposed to do something along the lines of music. You guys are also supposed to do things that are around like helping others, guiding others, shaman. So some of you are like going to be shamans and healers, okay? But overall, I'm getting just creativity. It can literally even be like an artist, like a drawing artist, or just anything you want. But I feel as though it's in multiple dimensions. One of your jobs, you will work for somebody, okay? But that's just to keep a level of stability in your life. But for the other jobs, I do see it just being self-owned, because it's basically whatever your heart desires, okay? So even if you wanted to be a fucking porn star, go for it, you know? Like, if you want to be, I mean, it's not a job for me, but I'm just saying, you're like, you can literally do any job you want and you're going to be able to manifest it. But I do feel like this pile will be famous, because I do feel like I'm getting a strong vibe of, you know, people like having like a lot of like respect. Like, I'm getting like a clear vision of somebody like kneeling on one knee and like just, you know, saluting you, you know? And I'm hearing like crown, crown, crown. And with me, I'm exactly the same. Like, I always like to look at myself as someone who's just like, you know what, we're all kings and queens, we're all royal, we're all this, we're all that, we're all boss bitches, and, you know, like, kind of like, you just have to believe that you are that, and then people start believing it as well, you know? But I do feel like you guys are meant to do well-rounded things, like different types of things, so ranging from just mostly creativity, that's what I'm getting, creativity, but also like something that you help people with, so shaman, healer, okay? I'm gonna pick some of the charms from here, so I'm not gonna look, I'm just gonna pick some from here. I had a dream, I got everything I wanted. Okay, all right. So what came out? Exactly, too many things came out. Like, pile 3 is always the one that has the most different things. So I do feel like something involving communication because of the color blue, and that's, you guys could be Geminis like me, but I'm also getting like these are beads, so you guys could be making clothes, you guys could actually be making jewelry or something handmade, something that you can like make a DIY for, just something that's like unique to you that you make. But this is also like, you know, just the color, like just communication. But I do feel as though this is like about making and creating something, right? Yielding, like with consistency, you're going to see big results. Like, it's not the type of job you do where you get money instantly. Like, it's something that requires a lot of work over time before you see the end, you know, result. So you need to invest in yourself. So that's more like a self-employment route, okay? Again, candles coming up again. So this is all about wishes come true. We even have a pink one. Yeah, having your wish come true, like everything you've ever wanted coming to fruition. I'm hearing that song Recess by Melanie Martinez. Yeah, and then I have no idea what this is, but I actually made this in one of my courses at university. It was supposed to be one of those bookmarks, I think. I'm not quite sure actually what it's meant to be, but I think it's supposed to be a bookmark. So you guys could be professors, teachers, just passing on knowledge of some sort, inspirational people. I'm also getting with the pen, this reiterates, you know, writing. I'm getting lyrical vibes, so maybe writing songs, writing poems. Again, with the brush, I'm thinking art, but because it's a little brush for little kids, I'm thinking like school or anything educational, but I'm mostly getting artist. Yeah, you guys are just really well-rounded. Like with this, you know, the light bulb, like literally you guys are always going to come up with creative ideas, but creativity is a strong one because you guys can expand yourselves, you know, like this, there is no limit to how hard you guys work. You guys are just always up to something. So yeah, you guys just are really good at coming up with really good ideas because you're creative. People want to steal your shine, boo. Okay? But this is also like about screwing in things, so just tying up loose ends. Some of you could be a Virgo, so this is all about like making sure everything's perfect. So you could literally be, you know, making sure you have an idea that's in your mind and you're kind of like making sure it comes to fruition and you see the end result through hard work. That's why we've got a lot of strength here, you know, strength and courage presented in the reading. But yeah, this is also like, you know, fishnet. As I said, you could be anything you want, even a fucking porn star. Like you could be wearing the sexy tights on your date, you know, I see through you. But this reminds me of Pisces because of, you know, the fish, and, you know, this is fishnet. So I feel as though like this is like nothing gets through you, you know, nothing gets through, like nothing gets past you basically. Like you see shit for what it is, you know. But yeah, and then we have the lid, a cap. So I do feel like you guys will be able to like cover each other. What the fuck was I supposed to go with that? I'm just thinking, what the fuck is this lid meant to mean? But oh, okay, I'm hearing the word chastity. So some of you are just very modest people, so maybe this could be about clothing, fashion, just literally covering yourself. This also reminds me of a hat, so again, fashion designers. But literally anything. Pile 3 is like the pile that you can literally anything you want. And if you're still stuck, my advice would be do something art related or passion related, anything that your heart is inclining towards. You're not going to just do one job, you're going to do many jobs at once because you're just too talented. But yeah, especially if you're a starseed. Starseeds are really rare people, you know, like they always are up to something that's very rare and unique, so I wouldn't be surprised. But that's all I got. I hope that made sense. It probably didn't because I didn't come to like one concrete, you know, just do this job, you know, but that's just what was coming up. But I'm going to move on to pile number 4.